Alright, so I'm pretty excited. Today I ordered some mono black cards to go in my commander. The one that I'm working on right now for Star. You know, it's a casual format, which for anybody who's not familiar, it's where like there are 5 people and everybody's playing a monocolored deck, and it's the colors of magic, so you can't have any duplicates, like no 2 blacks, no 2 reds. It's, you know, just, you know, the red, white, blue, black, green. I don't think I'm missing anything. I'm really bad at math. I don't know if I named 5. But I'm pretty excited because the commander that I'm playing is pretty cute. We're all trying to stay under $100, so so that it's fair, mostly, which actually was really difficult because I keep seeing all these cards that are really good, and I just want to put all of them in. All of them. I'm like, Demonic Tutor, I want to buy that. I want to put that one in so I can search. And, you know, you're getting so excited for these decks, and you're like, I have a limit. And it's just, you know. Anyways, the commander that I chose, and I know that there are so many commanders that I could have chose from, especially with black. And at first, I was a little bit skeptical on black, just because the deck that I usually, or I have been playing commander with, not usually, because, you know, I have tried different decks. I've tried different, because we bought all of the commanders, the precons at least, and I know that playing with precons is different than making them yourself and constructing them. It's definitely a lot more work to construct them yourself, just because the focus on synergy, and as well as making sure you have 100 cards, because that's 100 cards to play with. I mean, technically, if you take the mana out, it's more like 70 cards to play with. But the combinations of enchantments, artifacts, creature cards, there are just so many different things that you can do. You can have a mixture of everything. And making sure that you have a sufficient mana ramp to support your deck is the most important thing, I think. And, I like commander decks that rely on their commander, because you do always have access to that card, and if you don't play your commander, or forget to, like I have a lot, sometimes I just forget about my commander. And this is delicious. I made a pina colada for the first time, and it's so good. Anyways, the deck that I'm going to play with, or I'm building on, and I did order my cards. I have a few of them, and I'm really happy because I was able to kind of cut corners enough budget-wise with my cards to leave a Grave Titan in, and a mana ramping card. But I have my commander that I'm using is Sheoldred, Whispering One. And I know that, you know, I don't have a good camera or anything like that, but I just got so excited because my cards are coming, yay! Because I worked really hard, you know, I made this deck list, and I'm really excited to see how this is gonna play. But anyways, this legendary creature, at the beginning of the upkeep, I return a target creature card from my graveyard into the battlefield. So this deck is going to play from the grave heavily, probably, because I have a lot of creatures in there that do the same, not the same thing, not at the beginning of my upkeep, but I have creatures in there that retrieve from grave, play from grave. So, and I also have stuff that makes other people sacrifice theirs. It should be pretty fun, but at the beginning of each upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. So that's what this deck is. It plays from the grave, and it makes other people sacrifice theirs. So I'm hoping to see how this comes out. And I'm also hoping that later on I can keep building on this whenever it's not a budget deck, and like make it really ridiculous. And, you know, eventually maybe Sheoldred's not even going to be my commander. I saw a lot of interesting black commanders. One of them was a dragon. I can't really recall the name right now, and it had it had infect. So that deck would be an infect deck, and that one would be pretty crazy, because then you're working with poison counters, and then it's fun. But I've never played this kind before. Yep, I'm hoping it turns out well. It should.